Hello everyone, my name is Zach and welcome to my channel. Amongst other things, I'm a reenactor and a jouster, and I'm really interested in historical horsemanship. Someone has sent me a message and asked a very good question, which is, do you have any suggested reading? And there's a bunch of things that I could say. There's all sorts of things written about horses and medieval riding and armour and that sort of thing. Probably not as much as we would like. It would be great to see some more of that sort of thing. But one of my favourite pieces of writing is The Art of Horsemanship by Xenophon. Now, you can get this book. I think you can still get this on Amazon. But you know, all good bookshops should be able to track it down, I'm sure. This guy, Xenophon, is one of the Athenian cavalry that went into Persia, and he wrote a variety of things. One of the things that he wrote was a treatise on horsemanship and how to ride. Not only that, how to choose a horse and how to train a horse. And what is really, really interesting is that although this book is thousands of years old, a lot of the advice contained within it is stuff that we would agree with today. You know, we kind of have this idea that people in history were very different to us and they were cruel to animals and that sort of thing. And this isn't helped by the fact that in a lot of museums they display the cruelest bits and the most outrageous spurs and that sort of thing. But those were not necessarily the norm. They did exist. Some people were cruel to animals. You know, that's the same now. You know, we've got charities which are dedicated to help animals that are suffering. But it is not the case that everyone in history was cruel to animals. And this book, this treatise by Xenophon, the oldest book we have on horsemanship, actually proves that. This isn't the oldest book that we know about on horsemanship. Xenophon actually references another writer who wrote before him. Unfortunately, we don't have a manuscript of that, or at least the last time I checked, we didn't have a manuscript of that. So let me just read a little bit to you, and then you can go off and buy a copy of this book. Xenophon says, if you desire to handle a good war horse so as to make his action the more magnificent and striking, you must refrain from pulling at his mouth with the bit, as well as from spurring and whipping him. Most people think that this is the way to make him look fine, but they only produce an effect exactly the opposite to what they desire. They positively blind their horses by jerking the mouth up instead of letting them look forwards, and by spurring and striking, scare them into disorder and danger. This is the way horses behave that are fretted by their riders into ugly and ungraceful action. But if you teach your horse to go with a light hand on the bit, and yet to hold his head well up and to arch his neck, you will be making him do just what the animal himself glories and delights in. I really like that. One of the great things about jousting is getting to ride horses that really enjoy what they do. Basically, a horse won't joust unless it really enjoys it. And we do have horses that really enjoy jousting. They don't really understand exactly what's going on, but what they enjoy doing is they enjoy going fast and they enjoy the big bang in the middle. We do actually sometimes have problems with horses wanting to go before you've even got your lance or got your visor down. So you kind of need to extra calm them down, because they don't realize that, you know, you need to do something before they go on their little run, bang. They don't realize that, so they just want to take off. So you, as a rider, you need to calm them. You need to use a light hand so that you're not getting them worked up, and calm them down until you're ready to go. One of the other things that we also see sometimes is we've actually seen some of our jousting horses practicing jousting, lining up, standing, in a spot and then running down a hedgerow or something, or just running in a straight line and then stopping at the other end. It's really quite cute to see. You know, they're doing their practice, they're enjoying their game, and that's something that that's probably one of the most rewarding things as a jouster, is actually doing something that I enjoy and sharing that enjoyment with the animal that I'm riding. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Do pick up a copy of this book and have a read. It's really, really interesting. It gives you a good idea of what is different in history and what is the same. And Xenophon sounds like a pretty cool guy. Someone I would have liked to have a drink with. So check that out. Please do leave a like, do share, do subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.